Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out 2 more episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 6, today with Episode 13, Far Beyond the Stars, and then Episode 14, One Little Ship. I'm really excited for both these episodes. Season 6 has been really fun so far. Last time we had Walt, which was one of my favorite episodes of the season, where Dukat really shows his evil, villainous side, and then we had Who Mourns for Morn, which was just a fun Morn episode. But today we're getting into 2 more. I'm excited for them. I don't know what to expect, but I'm very eager to find out. And if you want to check out some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine, you can go to my Patreon, where I am 3 weeks ahead of YouTube, which means so not only can you check out episodes 15 and 16 on Patreon, you can also check out episodes 17, 18, 19, and 20 over on Patreon. That's Honor Among Thieves, Change of Heart, Wrong Darker Than Death or Night, or I think I said that title wrong, Inquisition, In the Pale Moonlight, which is a highly anticipated episode, and then His Way, are all on Patreon right now for your viewing pleasure. Thanks so much for checking out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive into the first episode now. I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 13 of season 6 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Far Beyond the Stars.
6 hours. We couldn't find any sign of survivors.
Oh, from what?
Tez was a good ship.
You knew Captain Swelford a long time.
Cortez blew up?
Getting more and more dangerous. You never know when you're going to run into a squadron of Jem'Hadar fighters.
Seemed like the Dominion are kind of pushing a little bit.
Everyone thought the war was over when we retook the station and pushed the Dominion back into Cardassian space.
It was never over.
Ah,
oh my
Mr.
God.
Sisko.
Oh my God, he's on the station.
It certainly is big.
I'm so glad he's on the station, you know.
Well, you certainly picked an interesting time to take your first trip away from Earth.
Yeah, during a war.
Last couple of times we talked, it seemed like you were carrying the weight of the entire Alpha Quadrant on your shoulders.
At times he was.
Something like this happens, and everything seems to turn to ashes.
Wow.
So what do you want?
It's so interesting hearing Sisko open up.
Step down. Let someone else make the tough call.
Don't do that, man.
Of course, if Quentin Swafford was here, I bet he'd have a few things to say to you.
Yeah, he'd say you're a crazy man. What?
Where'd he go?
Who?
The man that just walked by my door.
Is he seeing things?
I don't know what you're so worried.
Oh my God, finally Cassidy Yates.
We're near the Cardassian border.
How long has it been?
Back ship.
Ah, they've got to catch me first.
You're really not worried, are you?
Cassidy Yates is never worried.
I think I follow that logic.
Hey, Benny!
What the heck is going on, Sisko? What the heck? What the actual heck? Oh man! They meant to hit him there. Oh my God, it's in his head.
He's awake now.
He's like time traveling in his own head.
So I'd like you to remain overnight for observation.
Is it absolutely necessary?
Take a look at these readings.
Are you gonna buy that or not?
What the heck? Wait, what the heck? This is so cool. Oh my God, his outfit.
Gun blazing. Shooting down those zeros. If it had been flying saucers, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Benny!
Oh wait, O'Brien?
There they are.
This is so cool. This is so cool. They're in like 1940s, 1920s, 1930s America, somewhere around that time. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So I had a little bit of a reverberation to it at the end. That's skill. That takes skill and determination and practice. But I do wonder what is happening to Sisko right now, actually. And I do wonder, like, what is going on? Are the prophets doing this to him? Is something else doing this to him? Why is he being transported back in time? But I also love the way he looks in that suit, so I'm very happy with this episode so far. Okay, we're in New York, of course. Oh.
Voila!
Okay, we're in like the 60s then. Seems like the Cold War is on.
Liked it.
I doubt it. No self-respecting Englishman would.
Paps! Paps!
I love everyone in their outfits too.
TA.
That's it? That's what you call me out here for, to complain about the donuts?
Is that
They're
Odo?
stale again.
Is that Odo?
I'm going over to Galaxy. Ha! Galaxy, that rag?
I bet that rag knows
He's winning.
Draw, same as always.
I love Kira's hair.
What if I promise you fresh donuts tomorrow?
Why should I believe you?
I'll even throw in a couple of crawlers.
Okay, I'll stay.
Fair enough.
The old business, on to the new. Time to hand out.
Avery Brooks directs this episode? That's cool.
Meeting.
Okay, friends and neighbors, let's see what Uncle
Oh my god.
Day.
All right, I've titled this one, Please Take Me With You. Who wants it?
That looks like Martok, or sounded like Martok.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
What? So I had too much sauerkraut in my Franks that night. What can I say?
Be that as it may.
This is so fun to see.
All right, I haven't
my
got a
God,
title
it's
for this one
DS9.
yet. Anybody got any ideas?
It's DS9.
All right, next order of business. Some of our readers have been writing.
This is so interesting.
I suppose I'm sleeping late that day, too.
It's not personal, Benny, but as far as our readers are concerned, Benny Russell is as white as they are. Let's just keep it there.
Oh, interesting. They are addressing the racism of the time.
Woman writer. Imagine what would happen if it learned about a Negro with a typewriter.
No, that's Quark.
It's the end of civilization.
No, that's Quark. That's Quark, right?
Reader's not going to spend his hard-earned cash on stories written by Negroes.
Would someone please shoot me and put me out of my misery?
Oh my god, that is so Quark.
All right, enough standing around. Get back to work.
This is so interesting. I didn't expect this episode to go this direction at all.
That's my drawing.
Is that so?
Nice suit. Where'd you get it?
Oh, that's Jeffrey Combs.
I'd watch that tone of voice if I were you. What are you doing around here?
Haha, that's so cool.
What are you, the janitor?
Awfully well dressed for a janitor.
Haha.
Picture's yours.
Is that Ducat as well?
Hey. Well, get off it already.
Okay.
Wait, I think that is Ducat.
You're getting off with a warning this time. Next time, not so lucky. Now get out of here.
You heard him. Move on.
It's so weird hearing characters' voices through different, like, faces. You know what I mean? Through actual faces.
Said to me, these words are trustworthy and true.
And his dad is here. His dad is a preacher.
Write those words, Brother Benny. Let them see the glory of what lies ahead.
How do they know his name?
Praise be the word of the Lord. Praise to the word of the prophets.
What a good house. He has a little piano. I'm just loving the vibe of this episode. Captain Benjamin Sisko. He's writing the script for Deep Space Nine right now. Whoa. Oh, he's in the zone. He's gonna write all night.
Hey, baby. Have a seat. The usual?
Oh my god, it's Cassidy.
How much money have you earned doing that?
I've only been working at it for a few years.
A few years. More like 15.
15 years.
Writing for the future? Well, look around you. This is our future.
Oh, who's here?
They want to know why the Giants are in 5th place.
Would you please tell this fool to take his business someplace else?
Is this Worf?
What about it? Trouble is, if he did leave, he'd take my heart with him.
Oh, Cassidy.
Strike 3. You're out.
Oh, damn!
Live anywhere you want.
The hell I can. They can hardly get used to the idea of me playing alongside them.
Oh my god, that is...
It's a whole other story.
Oh my god, that is so Worf.
I'm just another colored boy that can hit a curveball. Now, if you will excuse me, my public awaits.
I love how they make the characters talk like their DS9 counterparts for a little bit, you know what I mean? So the audience clues in.
Why you always trying to lecture me?
I'm not trying to lecture you, Jimmy. I'm just trying to help.
Now, you want to help me? You can buy this watch. I can use the cash.
I want Jake like this in real life.
People on the moon. This might do that. But first, I'm gonna need to raise.
It's so interesting how crazy that is to him. That would never happen, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's disgusting. That's interesting, but that's disgusting.
It is.
I did.
You?
Surprised?
Well, it's the best thing I've read since the Puppet Masters. I read a lot.
Puppet Masters, wow.
It's very
impressive.
Yes.
It's a damn fine piece of writing is what it is.
Oh, that's nice.
What he really means is he wishes he had half your talent.
You know what, Benny? I like this major of yours.
Wait, what the heck?
Douglas, you're not going to stand there and tell us you don't like this story.
Oh, I like it all right. It's good. It's very good. But you know I can't print it.
Oh, shut up.
The head of a space station, for Christ's sake.
What's wrong with that?
People won't accept it. It's not believable.
It's actually crazy that there was a time that this was real.
I'm a magazine editor. I am not a crusader. I'm not here to change the world. I'm here to put out a magazine. That's my job.
Why not put out a magazine with something different?
That's the most imbecilic attempt to rationalize personal cowardice that I've ever heard.
Yes, I love Cork now.
I loved it. You see, Albert's got the right idea. He's not interested in Negroes or whites. He writes about robots.
That's because he is a robot.
It's so fair.
Like robots. They're very efficient.
How is he a writer? He can't even speak. He can't even speak.
Oh. Fine. You want me to print it? Make the captain white.
That's not what I wrote.
It's your call.
That's actually crazy, you know. I wonder if this was an actual issue that the Deep Space Nine writers had when they were writing Cisco in the first place.
It's God's way of telling me that I should quit writing and go into the restaurant business.
Hey, it's possible. Baby, I know we can make this work for us. We could be happy.
I don't think Cisco would be happy in the restaurant business.
And the Amsterdam News is not going to publish stories about a space station 400 years into the future.
Oh my days.
Tonight?
Oh my days.
Are we still on for tonight?
I'll pick you up about 10.
So interesting how he's getting flashes of actual DS9.
Hello, Brother Benny.
And what's Cisco's dad? He's so important in this.
Walk with the prophets, Brother Benny.
Walk with the prophets.
Show us the way.
Cisco is the emissary.
Right to the words, Brother Benny! Right to the words!
What words does he have to write? I love this episode. It's also so much more, like, I guess, political than I thought it was going to be, but I really, really love it. I love that Star Trek can get into ideas and concepts like this, you know what I mean? About, like, stuff about race, even, and it fits perfectly within the genre.
Is that your colored captain?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you writing another one of those stories? You couldn't sell them.
He's writing episode 2.
It's after midnight. I should be getting home to bed. But before I go, what do you say we take a spin on the dance floor?
Yeah, okay, I don't mind.
Feels good, doesn't it?
I could stay like this forever.
Oh,
me too.
interesting.
It's time.
Oh, he's actually back.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I think I'm losing my mind.
Whoa, this is so cool.
Is, yeah, you are certifiable.
I think you should print your own stories, you know.
Yes.
Through a private publishing house.
I like Bashir here.
Might as well write it in chalk on the sidewalk. More people would read it that way.
Oh, man.
Just make the ending of your first story, Deep Space Nine, a dream.
Would that make a difference?
Imagine this whole show was a dream.
Yeah, well, I suppose it'd have to be if he was dreaming about a Negro captain.
Hold on. Making it a dream guts the story.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I think it's better than chalk on the sidewalk.
Yeah, definitely better than chalk on the sidewalk. His story is actually going to be published.
Later, I got some business to take care of.
Oh, what kind of business?
Big time, that's all I gotta say.
He looks scared.
Hey man, did you hear the game last night? I went 2 for 4.
He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, you're damn right you will. 3 cents a word. 3 cents a word.
Wonder how much money he's making then total. Is he gonna be a rich man after this publication? Okay, Trumpet Man.
Just to spend my life waiting on your beck and call.
Okay, he can kind of sing.
The light of the Lord is in his path. But Brother Benny, this is only the beginning of your journey.
What does that mean?
Path of the prophets sometimes leads into darkness and pain.
Wait, what does that mean? He is one of the prophets. Oh. Oh, what happened? Wait, this is so interesting. Oh no, Jake. Oh, Jake is so dead. Oh, Jake is so dead.
Trying to break into this car here.
Is that what you shot him because he was breaking into a car?
He had a weapon.
A crowbar!
Yeah, now step.
So you shot him because he had a crowbar? Wow, this is actually insane. Oh my god. They were Rayun and Ducat for a second. Oh my god, is he actually gonna die? I didn't expect this episode to go into police brutality as well and stuff.
In this apartment for weeks. Going down to the office will do you good.
When people say Star Trek isn't liberal, you show them episodes like this. Isn't forward thinking.
We're waiting for his return with bated breath.
We, heard that you were...
I heard they beat the hell out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nothing.
Well, nothing. He sells a novel to Gnome Press and he says it's nothing.
Oh, good job.
Albert, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Robots, huh?
What else?
Yeah, what else? What else?
Douglas, magazine.
There isn't any magazine.
What?
And he did. He believes, quote, this issue did not live up to our usual high standards, unquote.
Oh, shut up.
What exactly is it that he did not like? The artwork, the layout? What high standards?
The captain.
Because my hero is a colored man.
Hey, this magazine belongs to Mr. Stone. If he doesn't want to publish this month, we don't publish it.
Someone can go and punch Mr. Stone in the face, seriously.
Besides, it's not about what's right. It's about what is. And I'm afraid I've got some more bad news for you, Benny.
Oh, you're fired?
I did. That your services are no longer required here.
Oh, that's actually insane. Everyone leave right now.
Well, you can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah!
Try to stay calm, Benny.
No, I'm tired of being calm. Calm never got me a damn thing.
Okay, Betty.
Call anybody you want. They can't do anything to me. Not anymore. And nor can any of you.
Wow.
I'm a human being. Damn it.
Wow, what the heck?
That space station, all those people, they exist in here, in my mind. I created it. You can pop a story, but you cannot destroy an idea. I created it, and it's real. It's real.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, I didn't even want to say anything. That was really powerful.
Tell me, please, who am I?
Don't you know?
You're Ben Sisko.
The dreamer.
The dreamer.
And the dream.
And the dream. Oh, he is the dreamer and the dream. This is the dream and he's dreaming the dream.
Question is, what are you going to do?
The only thing I can do. Stay here and finish the job I started.
Okay.
I've never known you to quote from the Bible.
I'm full of surprises, aren't I?
Yeah, you really are.
But I have begun to wonder, what if it wasn't a dream? What if this life we're leading
is the dream?
What if all of this is the illusion?
That's a scary thought.
It could be. Imagine if the show ends with Sisko waking up in bed in 1965.
At this very moment, somewhere far beyond all those distant stars.
Far beyond the stars.
Benny Russell is dreaming of us.
That's an interesting thought, you know. Bro, it's all a dream. DS9 is all a dream. That was so good. That was such a good episode. That touched on some really big issues, you know what I mean? And some really interesting stuff. And I love that Star Trek can really get down to business and talk about these things. And it fits perfectly with the idea of Star Trek. That's one of the reasons why I am falling in love with Star Trek. And I already have fallen in love with Star Trek. So yeah, great episode. And that was my reaction to episode 13 of season 6 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Far Beyond the Stars. And what a good episode that was. Like, what a good episode that was. Some really interesting topics, some really cool things. I love when Star Trek goes back in time. I love when Star Trek talks about these really real world issues in a time that people are much more familiar with, which would have been the past in Star Trek's case, and it would have been the past in this show's case as well, but only like 30 years in the past, really. So people would have been alive in that time who would have been watching Star Trek now, you know what I mean? So I think that was really interesting. But yeah, I mean, where do I start? First of all, the characters. It's so fun seeing all of the Deep Space Nine characters play these other people. But not only that, it's so weird hearing a lot of their voices with a different face attached to it. Obviously people like Michael Dorn or Rene Auberjonois, or if that's how you say his name. You know what I mean? Odo or Worf or Ducat or Wei Yun / Brunt. FCA. Like all of these people have like a lot of prosthetics and makeup on their faces, and so listening to their voices and seeing what they actually look like kind of blew my mind, because they were not what I was expecting. Like Michael Dorn, I was not expecting to look like that. Quark, the guy who plays Quark, was not expecting to look like that. Martok, the guy who plays Martok, was not expecting him to look like that. You know what, I could say the same for Ducat. I mean, Jeffrey Combs looks like Wei Yun. Like, he actually just looks like Wei Yun, so I can see that was the only one where I wasn't surprised. But it's just so fun seeing these actors take on these slightly different characters with these fun costumes, these fun hairstyles, and it just looks like they're having a blast. Like, they all kind of have these fun little quirks. Like Bashir is this very serious guy. O'Brien kind of fumbles all over his words and only loves robots and stuff like that. Like, I just loved that aspect of it. Jake was like this petty thief. I thought that was really interesting, but I think the most interesting part of this episode was obviously the two conversational, well, I guess the main conversational aspect of this episode, which was the racism surrounding black people in America and how society / how white people looked down on the black community. And I thought that the episode was, I thought it was just so interesting how it really got involved into that sort of plot line, into that lane of thought, and I found it to be very, very effective. We saw how stifling it could be for Sisko, who is a black man, in writing, and it was just one corner of the world, but we saw how stifling it was for him to try and get a simple story out with a black protagonist. And I was wondering if when Star Trek Deep Space Nine was being pitched, if studio executives had the same worries that the Odo character in this episode had, the editor of the newspaper had in this episode, where he didn't think people would be interested in reading a story about a black captain with a black protagonist. You know what I mean? So I thought that was super interesting, and I thought it was done really well. There were also little instances of something like police brutality, where they killed someone. They killed Jake, and he was just holding a crowbar, but they killed him because they seemed threatened by him, and they just beat up Sisko for no reason, like absolutely no reason. And that's something that still happens today and is still a very touchy subject today, which, so I don't know, it's very interesting. And these types of episodes are episodes that really transcend when they were made. Like, and that's something that I really love about Star Trek, is they can have these really universal themes that are still relevant in our society today, and as relevant as they were in the 90s when they were first created. So I really, really enjoyed that a lot. So yeah, let's get into the next episode now. I do wonder what Far Beyond the Stars, like if it was the prophets doing that to Sisko, trying to get Sisko, give him some confidence, or if it was just his own mind, his thought at the end about Benny was really interesting. Like, what if DS9 is just the dream and Benny's out there dreaming somewhere far beyond the stars? I thought that was a really interesting thought as well. But yeah, I do wonder, I don't think we'll ever get clarity on how this happened to Sisko, but it was very interesting. So yeah, let's get into the next episode now. Episode 14 of Season 6 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, One Little Ship. Hope you enjoy.
The Defiant has been ordered to investigate a rare subspace compression phenomenon recently discovered in Federation space.
So I think we are on the Defiant then.
Scientific assignment is a welcome change from months of combat duty against the Dominion.
Whoa, maybe we will be on the runabout.
There's spatial distortion, so we have activated a tractor beam to minimize the effect.
Oh, this is cool. We're on one little tough runabout ship.
Disc. I see. And then they'll begin to shrink?
Oh my god, they're actually going to be small. They're actually going to be small.
Data collected here could provide Starfleet with the key to creating transwarp corridors through space.
Whoa, that's actually super cool.
What? I'm not laughing.
Here, you're laughing.
We're shrinking 3 people to the size of coffee cups.
Wait, that's actually so awesome.
I do not see what is so humorous about being small.
Neither do I.
Yeah, Worf's like, yeah, I'm scared of tribbles. They're small.
I'll send you a postcard. Tell Worf I look forward to hearing his poem. I bet it'll be inspiring. We'll talk again when...
Oh, he's making a poem.
We've lost our signal, Captain.
Thank you, Ensign.
Oh my god, they're actually tiny.
Mr. Worf.
Dax is gonna be tiny.
Jedzi asked me to compose one for this occasion.
Well, what have you got so far?
They've penetrated the accretion.
I want to hear it.
Even the space within their subatomic structure is shrinking.
I wonder what it feels like.
Yeah, I wonder what it feels like to be super small, actually.
I don't feel any smaller.
Oh, but they are.
In a few minutes, you're gonna be half the size of a comm badge.
That's actually awesome. Their mini ship, it's Ant-Man ship.
Take a last look. We're on sensors from here on.
Why can't Starfleet use this technology, make mini ships, and infiltrate the Dominion?
What are you smirking at? You're as small as I am.
Actually, you're sitting 1.14 meters closer to the focal point of the anomaly.
Oh, damn, so you're smaller.
0.04% more than I am.
Oh, damn.
Something's wrong.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, they're being attacked? Oh, no. They're gonna have to stay mini.
Worf, go down to auxiliary control and target the phasers manually.
Aye, sir.
I'm losing the Rubicon, sir.
Oh, no. Oh, they're gonna be lost in mini. Oh, no, they're lost in mini.
I need warp power now.
I'm on it.
They're atomic level mini.
Shield generators and impulse engines are offline, sir. Warp engines too.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, what's going on here? Wait, what's going on here? I thought the ship was gonna escape. The Defiant was gonna escape and just leave them stranded. But they've been captured. The Defiant and the crew have been captured by the Dominion. This is so interesting. And O'Brien, Bashir, and Dax are mini. What an interesting start to an episode. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I think I really hit that one. I think I really hit that note. But seriously, what a really random but really interesting start to an episode. We have mini people. We have Jem'Hadar taking the not the DS9, taking the Defiant. Like, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna go to Cardassia or something like that? I don't know, but I am very intrigued with the start of this episode.
We're working our communication system.
I'm picking up the Defiance transponder signal. We can home in on that.
Okay, let's
Going
go
to
back.
1/4 in.
Oh, what if they could go into the Defiant because they're mini?
I need to see where we're going.
I actually can't get over the fact that they're like an inch tall.
Gratifying for an elder to end his career with a victory. I feel privileged to be here with you at such a...
Ah, he's an elder. Cool. How old is he? Like 6, 7?
It is, of course, your prerogative. Open a channel to the Vorta.
Why isn't the elder first? I feel like the elder should be first.
Serve the founders. If it is their will to create a new race, then that is the order of things.
I wonder what's the difference between these two, besides just youth.
The Quadrant have not proven themselves superior to those in the Gamma Quadrant.
Oh, I see.
Us who made this victory possible. If it were not for us, you would never... You two can...
The alphas versus gammas.
Obedience brings victory.
And victory is life.
I don't know, man. The old Jem'Hadar seems a little skeptical of these newbies.
If I had
None
Jadzia...
of that would have done any good. The Jem'Hadar approaches from the anterior angle of the anomaly.
They would have been gone forever. Yeah, you would never have found them.
Mistakes for now.
If they restore warp power, we'll be analyzing them from inside a Dominion prison camp.
Restore.
Yeah, that is true.
Defiant. But we can't do anything unless we can get out of this room. Suggestions.
Okay. Oh, the door's open. Let's just leave now.
You must have stopped transmitting.
I can't keep flying blind, Chief.
Try the shutters.
Nice work.
Ask and you shall receive.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Chief, you're not gonna like this.
You're mini. Oh, there's so many. That's so cute. Wow, you can't even see them. But they could just fly into Deep Space Nine. They could just fly in through the vents.
Are you telling me I'm gonna be this bloody tall for the rest of my life?
This bloody tall.
Oh, they're so tiny.
Our original size is re-enter the anomaly and follow our original trajectory back out.
In theory.
In theory. What's their best shot? What if they just got smaller?
Well, that means the Rubicon is, what, this big?
More or less.
And the Defiance aft plasma vent is this big?
Yeah, so just fly in.
You're suggesting that we take the Rubicon inside the Defiant?
Yes, that would be so funny.
Once we're inside, we have a better chance of attracting someone's attention than we do sitting out here.
I love it. Let's go.
I hope they can interact with the regular sized people.
Team reports that we can start the impulse.
I feel like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Eliminated our fleet in the wormhole, there would have been no need to breed Alpha Quadrant Jem'Hadar.
That's true.
Giving him access to the engine room will only give him an opportunity to retake the ship.
I mean, he is kind of right.
Demotion.
You are the second. I am the first. Do not presume to tell me what to do.
Damn, it's gonna be some uprising here.
Bring him to the bridge.
I can't do this job alone. I'm going to need some of my crew.
How many?
I strongly...
All of them. All of them.
Are you afraid you can't handle a few unarmed prisoners?
Oh, this goes so good.
Engineering theory for Class 7 warp drive. Then...
Enough! You may have the other 3 bridge officers, but that is all.
Okay, that's good enough.
Now take him
I
to
like
the
how
engine
different
room.
the Gamma Quadrant Jem'Hadar looks. Like the color of his face and stuff is just different. It's like a lighter blue, which is super interesting. Or like a lighter gray blue kind of thing. Oh my god, we're flying inside the Defiant. That is so cool.
All right. Let's not badger the chief.
Thank you. I'm sorry. It was very small of me.
Oh, Bashir.
I'm a prisoner. I have
The
no
first may be a
intention-
fool, but I am not. Then it is a pity for you that you are not the first.
Oh, damn.
Deck 2, Section 5.
What happened?
Oh, he's like a therapist now.
His DNA and psychological profile are specifically designed for combat in this quadrant. Founders believe that makes him a better leader.
Oh, that's not everything the leader has.
Let's hope the Federation's dilithium miners will be as surprised to see us as the Defiant's crew was.
Oh,
Victor.
Interesting.
Engage impulse engines.
Oh no. Oh no. You might want to leave. You might want to leave.
When you say superheated, if I can't find another way out of here, we'll be vaporized. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's very clear.
Through the relays, there's an inspection hatch coming up on the right. We can figure out a way to open that.
What is it?
We're out of time.
Oh my god. Yeah, that fire is coming.
Fashion way.
Blast it. Oh my days. Oh. Oh, it was so cute. It was so cute and tiny.
Near the warp core.
Right.
Oh, they're so tiny. I want a little bottle of it.
The lateral micro brace.
But now she's not working. She can look at the little ship.
Good.
It's like a little pesky bee.
Is the captain going along with this?
Good question. But if I know Benjamin, he's up to something.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Circuitry.
Someone please let me in on this conversation. The captain's trying to take control of the ship from engineering.
Oh, you can do that?
I think Worf's trying to cover their tracks. It looks like he's sending false signals to the computer system.
Oh, that's so cool.
If he can do that, the captain can control the entire ship from the operations console.
Oh, that's so cool.
Kid. But it's going to take him weeks to release the codes from here. Can we do anything to help him?
Oh, Brian knows it.
Wait a minute. One thing at a time. First, we need to get out of the engine room without getting caught.
Yeah. Dude, it's like Mission Impossible, but mini version. Oh, this is so fun. Take a shot every time I say the word mini in this reaction.
Ability. Pardon me.
This just goes so good at lying.
7, the power of the magnet.
Whoa, good maneuver. This is really cool. I wonder how they filmed all this stuff, just with like little models.
Yes, second. Relieve the Klingon. Take over the repair of the display subsystem.
Oh, don't relieve the Klingon. That's not good at all.
He's stalling.
Stalling! Your second is the one who's slowing down the work.
Oh, yes. Make them angry at each other.
You have 30 minutes to restore warp power, or I will kill her.
Oh, no, not Kira.
Will no longer interfere with their work.
Wow. I mean, the second is right, though. What he's doing is stopping them. Woo!
Any luck, Ensign?
Not yet, sir. The system's always 3 steps ahead of me. Every time I get
Yeah, it's gonna take him weeks. I'm sorry.
like that. Do you have a backup plan in case this doesn't work?
Yes, I'll destroy the ship.
Really? Wow.
That's stupid. He's already got the entire command and control system committed to memory. I can't keep him
Wow.
fooled forever.
That's really impressive. They're like a pesky bee.
I'm sure that I won't. It'll be alphas like us that determine the future of this quadrant.
Oh,
That
interesting.
will be the new order of...
Yeah, determine the bad future because you guys suck.
The computer virus in the warp plasma subprocessor is headed to cause a core breach once the ship reaches warp 1.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so they don't get very far. Oh no, a core breach maybe is an explosion. Maybe that's the destruction of the ship.
I suppose I could reroute the encryption subprocessors manually.
Oh, manually.
But
I'd have to leave the ship to do it.
Oh my god, leave the ship.
You wouldn't be able to breathe.
Really?
The oxygen molecules outside are almost 2,000 times larger than anything your hemoglobin could assimilate.
Oh,
You'd suffocate.
that's so interesting. I love the science angle there.
I could beam a bubble of compressed air ahead of you, and it would expand to fill the housing.
Oh, that's actually pretty sick.
We'd pass out. You're coming with me.
Bashir's like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. Whoa. Whoa, I love the set.
The question is, what does a rectilinear expansion module look like when you're 1 centimeter tall?
That's so true. The whole world would look different.
Now, it's not very much,
but it's enough to fry every synapse in my tiny body.
Yeah, definitely.
The White.
Oh, the White is here.
We're all alphas here. Our loyalty is demonstrated by our actions, not our words.
Interesting. New perspectives here.
All right. Now,
new ways of being for the Jem'Hadar.
Circuits alone.
All right. Then what's this? Here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's 5, 6?
I don't know. I told you that they all look the same to me.
All right, don't look at it.
What?
Yeah, imagine it.
Near a 6-6 delta is at the base of the master differential relay.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Dude, I love the sets. I love the sets. Nice. Good job, Bashir. Oh.
Julian.
Oh, it's staying. It's staying.
Rubicon.
Yeah, you need to zap him up. Please zap him up.
I am good.
Come with me. All of you.
Oh, Nog. Oh, Nog. Oh, Nog.
But nothing's happening.
Maybe the captain doesn't realize he has control of the ship yet.
Maybe he's in trouble.
Yeah, I think he's in trouble. We need a diversion mini ship.
Maybe longer.
And they managed to conceal it from you?
You ordered me not to interfere with him.
Yeah.
If we had assigned Jem'Hadar to do the repair, as I said...
I am not interested in your excuses.
I mean, I think the old wad's kind of right here.
We should check the entire system for possible sabotage.
Yes.
That would take hours.
Oh my god.
And Federation space exposes us to detection and attack.
Yeah, but you're just jumping ahead.
For your last mission to end in failure, Elder. Do it.
Your first mission is going to end in failure if you warp.
At least we're gonna take them with us.
Secure these 4 with the other prisoners.
Cool, I love what the warp engine looks like. There's the version you need, Cisco.
Dax, upper rail.
I've got him.
Oh my god, it's shooting the phasers, mini phasers. Oh. Yes, Nog.
This guy's really starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, shoot him, shoot him.
lock.
Fire!
Torpedo? Oh my god, they just fired a torpedo at him.
Listen. Obedience brings victory.
I don't think it does.
And victory is...
Wow, he didn't even get to finish the sentence. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool.
Return to the anomaly and successfully restore our runabout and its crew to their normal size.
I would have made them a little bit taller. I would have tried to make myself a little bit taller.
Please, just the first line.
All right. But it is my first poem.
That's okay.
I understand.
And I have worked very long and very hard on this.
I know.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad. I'm so excited.
This is the story of a little ship that took a little trip. What do you think?
That's it? You worked really hard on that?
There's nothing on this pad.
Oh, the Joker, Morph.
Right there in front of us was this immense
Morn.
Jem'Hadar.
He looked as tall as a Sultan Carnosaur.
First time Warren has never spoken.
I knew we had to get our sensors back online if we were going to be of any help to the captain and the others. So I said to Julian,
"Is there something wrong?"
Yeah.
Are you sure you've returned to your normal size?
I hope they're smaller than usual.
Well, you both appear to be a couple of centimeters shorter than you were the last time I saw you.
Oh, Quark as well.
You do look a little on the petite side.
We gotta get changed back.
And they say you don't have a sense of humor.
Oh, nice little moment there. Oh, that was just a really fun episode. That was just a really random but fun episode with mini ships and mini people and just mini everything. It was good. It was good fun. And that was my reaction to episode 14 of season 6 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, One Little Ship. And one little ship indeed. I didn't think for a second that this was going to have a mini ship in it. But oh my god, we got a mini ship. We got a mini runabout. And how awesome is that? We got Mini O'Brien, Mini Dax, Mini Bashir, and a mini runabout as they infiltrate a taken over Defiant by the Jem'Hadar. Just so fun. Just what an interesting concept. You know what I mean? It was like they watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which I reacted to on this channel. It's like they watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and then they turned it into an episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Just so creative, so much fun. I was just loving it the entire time. So basically the episode is just like the Jem'Hadar take over the Defiant. O'Brien and Dax and Bashir are stuck as miniature versions of themselves. And then they have to try and help Cisco and company take back the ship by giving control to the engine room, right, and stuff. Just so much fun. I really enjoyed the Jem'Hadar angle in this episode. I thought that was really interesting. I loved the difference and the arguments between the Gamma Quadrant Jem'Hadar and the Alpha Quadrant Jem'Hadar. I thought that was very interesting and a cool idea for the writers to pick up on, because maybe there would be differences, and as we see here, there are differences between these two batches of species, if you will, because they're the same species, but they're like different versions of the same species, which I found to be super fascinating, not only in appearance. I'm not quite sure if they just made the Gamma Quadrant one look different in this episode. I need to go back and I guess look at the other Gamma Quadrant ones, but the Gamma Quadrant Jem'Hadar in this episode was a little bit more blue-gray, while the Alpha Quadrant Jem'Hadar in this episode was just more gray, like straight up gray. But not only in appearance were they different, but also in the way that they saw the world and saw how things work. And it might have just been because this Jem'Hadar the second was a lot older. He had a lot more experience, like maybe 6 years of experience or 7 years of experience. A long time for a Jem'Hadar, but he had experience fighting, and experience is always huge when it comes to these sort of things. But the Alpha Quadrant Jem'Hadar, this was his first mission compared to the seconds, who this was his last mission. But for the Alpha Quadrant Jem'Hadar, this was his first mission, he was cocky. He was like, we're better than you. But you can also tell that these Alpha Quadrant Jem'Hadar, maybe it's just this one guy, but I have a feeling that this personality trait is supposed to be corresponding to a lot of the other Alpha Quadrant Jem'Hadar, is they're a little bit more arrogant, they're maybe a little bit more gung-ho, and they want to prove themselves to the founders through actions rather than words. That was a statement that he said to another Jem'Hadar in this episode, through actions rather than words. But sometimes wanting to prove things through actions means you don't stop and think about something for a second, which is what this guy was doing. And he was about to destroy the whole ship because he was going to send it to Worf because he didn't have time to run a full analysis. And it ended up just like he ended up dying anyways because of the phaser fight that happening. But still, I thought it was a really interesting conflict to have in this episode. And I'm wondering wondering if it's ever going to be brought up again or if this was just a one time, but it was a very interesting thought that the writers had, and I thought they implemented it in a really cool way. I also just loved all the miniature stuff in this episode. I mean, I was in love with the idea of a miniature ship and miniature characters. I thought it's so fun. Some of the jokes that were made, O'Brien complaining about being a mini guy for the rest of his life, I just really loved that. But the sets themselves were really, really fun. Obviously, seeing the runabout, this mini runabout flying through the ship was awesome. The engine stuff was cool, seeing how the engines like start lighting up in this orange glow and then this giant fire flame just going through them. That was super cool to see. And then, you know, the mini ship going through the hallways and flying past Jem'Hadar and hiding under the tables. That was all really well done. It looked really good. Nothing ever looked out of place. So I'm wondering, like, it probably was like a CGI ship or maybe a model ship composed into the shot, but I'm not quite sure how it was done, but it was done very, very well and very effectively. But I mean, the mini ship, or the mini sets, I should say, inside the computer and stuff when they go in and there's all those chips and wires everywhere. It was just really well done. You just have to make these really big rectangles, and then they have like these big, you know, tubes, these big tubes, like pipe tubes or whatever, and then they just have characters grabbing them. Again, they look like the little wires that you would see. It was just really well done overall. Like, it made them look mini. Everything looked huge around them. I was never once unconvinced that they were not mini, that they were on some large set. You know what I mean? I just thought it was really good overall. Something, because Star Trek is very science-based, something that I wish they had done is made time a lot slower outside of the runabout, because if the difference in size of what you are is you also perceive time in a different way. A fly perceives time a lot slower than we perceive time. And so it would have been cool if, because they were so mini, if they perceived time in a much slower way. And so like Cisco and the Jem'Hadar and everything is like, we're like moving in slow motion. You know what I mean? I think that would have been really cool as well. But yeah, overall, I really loved this episode, and I really loved Far Beyond the Stars as well. Two really fun and very interesting episodes today on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Anyways, that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Next week on YouTube, you can check out episodes 15 and 16, Honor Among Thieves and Change of Heart. But if you want to check out more Star Trek Deep Space Nine, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait till next week to watch those episodes and more, because not only on Patreon right now, you can check out episodes 15 and 16, Honor Among Thieves and Change of Heart, but also 17, 18, 19, and 20, Wrongs Darker Than Death or Night, Inquisition, In the Pale Moonlight is on there. I know you guys are very excited for me to watch that, so it's on Patreon right now if you want to check out In the Pale Moonlight. And finally, episode 20, His Way. So you can check out all of those episodes on Patreon. If not, then I'll see you next week for episode 15 and 16, Honor Among Thieves and Change of Heart. See you then.